game fast. I mean, beyond fast. That's warp speed, isn't it? To jump up with 2 scores like that in less than a minute's time, your confidence has to be elevated.
I haven't even found that. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Returning it, Justice Hill. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the...
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good. For 24 yards. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. Now Mahomes. And he's got it. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. Now here's Mahomes. Being chased, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
The Chiefs will set up.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
So the 2-point conversion trend continues, at least as far as trying those goes. They've attempted them after all 3 touchdowns, CD, and converted now 2 of them.
They're not just dipping their toe in the water, are they? I mean, they're committed to going for 2 points, and 2 out of 3, now with a 22-0 lead. In a sense, they're a little bit ahead of the curve, because normally it would be 21, wouldn't it?
And with the way their defense is playing, I don't know if it matters if they do convert any of these. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson, and he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception, and he had to come to the sideline.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Lamar Jackson.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
An 8-yard loss on the play.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And now he's going to use, and I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. Mahomes had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jackson now down around his goal line, buying time to his left. He'll run it. And all the way to the opposite 48. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust, because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Chiefs.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Tyreek Hill, 56 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look,
oh, and now they're going to fake him. And he lost the football. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Is no good on the fake extra point. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From just inside the 20. And he loses the football a second time.
Fumbled on the play. Recovered by the receiving team.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Yo. Check. Cross.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. He can run for it, and he will. Big hold of the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Well, another fine run right there for Lamar Jackson. And, CD, that one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise? Well, Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well. He'll have as many 100-yard games.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Come on, bring it, baby, bring
He
it.
has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. This is caught. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Returning it, Hill.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's blitz coming, and down he goes.
Lamar Jackson sacked.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just... complete domination. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
Damian Wilson. Patrick Mahomes sacked.
He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Kelce. Touchdown.
Travis Kelce on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And this offense continues to pour it on.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
James Prochet on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10. at their own 27-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turn it.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 27. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Steps away. He'll try and run it. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
James Prochet on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
On the option, it's Jackson.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this.
Big things today, baby. Big things today, y'all.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, and I hit that. Okay, yeah, and I hit that. Cause I ain't like it. Okay, yeah, and I hit that. Okay, yeah, and I hit that. Yeah, Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah, ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, and I hit that. Okay, yeah, and I hit that.
Today, in Kansas City. Harrison Butker is for Kansas City. NFL 21.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Play action. It's Ryan. Open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. There he goes, right side. And he has brought the... This one back, a fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. And now we've got a stoppage and a timeout here called by the defense. It's their... first of this first half as they look to regroup and hopefully stop the two-point conversion coming up. And now here's the offense onto the field as their first involvement will be a two-point conversion attempt. They'll look to run for him with Williams. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And the Falcons going to use another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to one remaining.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Automatic.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
He fakes the give here and looks to throw.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
5 yards.
And that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. After the sack on 1st down, Ryan to the right side and complete to Hurst. And all the way down to the 12. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. Now the extra point.
The point after.
He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken from about the 12. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. The fullback comes through with a big play there.
Take over first and 10 at the Falcons' 24-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Mahomes now to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That puts him in excellent position. First and goal after a gain of 19.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 40. From the gun, it's Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Falcons. Hayden Hurst with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now... Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
And going deep for Hill. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory.
2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Falcons grab it. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose.
Mahomes' pass complete. Multiple turnovers on the play.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Travis Kelce, 20, 10, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 64 yards. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. To throw again on second down, Ryan. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
Ryan going to get this complete to Hurst. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage. This time a sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Ryan. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and goal.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Chiefs 22, Falcons 14.
From the shotgun, Ryan. This will be caught at about the 6. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that went. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Complete to
Russell Gage there to make the grab. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game.
Lining up for
so he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.